Welcome to our pod topic today. I'm Fauzi. This is Nick, and you can hear my solemn tone here because this is a real serious subject, man. Are you ready for a real serious subject?
No, but I will match your energy here and I will save any potential
This has
jokes.
nothing to do with human appendages or part of the bodies, okay? But it's
What
to
an
do
odd
with
thing to
a
say.
timeless, a timeless debate that I don't think we've actually debated before. And I think it's worth spending some time having a chat about it while these two old heads, and it's real timely that the fact that I've got ESPN right now up on the main page, and it's Steph Curry and LeBron James. Okay, and they're obviously on the main homepage of ESPN right now. And the conversation here is that and I've got brought up a little, and I said this to you before when I brought it up. It's like I'm hoping this is a correct infographic because there's so many fake news infographics out there. But
Yep.
at a quick look here, it looks correct. Okay, and the infographic basically is that Steph Curry and LeBron both have four rings. Yeah, LeBron obviously has
Mm.
four MVP finals and one. Steph has one. Yeah, LeBron has three MVPs and Steph has two. Yeah, and we've got all these little statistics here, like you know what? LeBron statistically is superior to Steph Curry. That's probably no real argument because he's like 6'8". Steph Curry's like 6'3". Yeah, Steph Curry is slightly
Yep.
taller than me, man, taller than you. Yeah, okay, and like credit to him that is not even 6'6". You know, you'd probably say 6'6" is your average height. So Steph Curry is below the average height of your average NBA player. Again, LeBron is always been a freight train. He came out of high school and he was always built that way. Then he put on even more muscle. And you know, hey, if we're all 6'8" and 260 pounds or whatever, like LeBron, man, we all would make the argument that would be really good basketball players, right? So that's the thing here. But the whole argument was, and I saw this on a social media post, okay, and the whole conversation here is who's better, okay? But maybe that's a side question. The question I actually want to ask you is who would you rather have been? Yeah, because
Oh, okay. All right.
okay, here's the argument. Because if you go with the question who's better, statistically, LeBron's better. Yeah,
Yep.
even the fact he's got more MVPs, he's better. They got the same amount of rings, yeah, but he's better. Okay, and there's all these little side facts you can say that Steph Curry has swept LeBron, okay, in the
Yep.
finals and so on and so forth. The head-to-head is not flattering for LeBron, okay. But here's one intangible that I would make the case to say that I would have rather been Steph Curry than LeBron James because Steph Curry changed the game of basketball. Yeah, and that in itself is something that only a handful of players
Can say
do
that they did.
that
Yeah.
do. And I don't know, man. What do you think? What's your thoughts?
I like it. Um, yeah, it took me a little bit to see where that was going. I might have drifted off for a little bit. You really set that up. And now we're here. Yeah, so we're not debating who had the better career. I think LeBron will retire with the better career overall,
Better, yeah,
irrelevant of the
better,
championship.
better. Sure, yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
better
But
career.
what if Steph wins five?
Um, I just feel like the impact that LeBron has had, you know,
Still better. Okay.
I think everything just still better. That's all good. So what you're asking here is that if you were a player, how would you want your career to go?
Mm.
So you've got LeBron who comes into the league with all the pressure on him and has to perform and has all these different moments along the time, then deals with the weight of not winning an NBA championship, then deals with the choke job against Dallas, then wins them, then goes back to Cleveland, can't really get over the hump of Golden State.
Gets one.
Dominates a whole decade, but doesn't dominate when it mattered, or doesn't dominate when the final pen leaves the paper, so to speak. And then you got Steph Curry, who no one expected anything out of, and then all of a sudden explodes into the scene and does the unanimous MVP, which has never been done, and leads the 73-9 Warriors and hits some incredible shots and really does inspire a generation of basketball players and changes the game, as you referenced. So it really comes down to if I could have a Freaky Friday with a player, who would I pick? And so there's a lot of factors that come into this one. So we have the Freaky Friday of not just on the court, but also off the court. So I look at Steph Curry and I see the ankle injuries and the surgeries and the work that would have went into coming back from that. And as someone who's had my own lower limb surgeries, I don't know if I'd want to relive that in a different body. But I am getting millions of dollars. So it's not too bad. His wife seems to be a very good cook, and she seems to be
No,
quite passionate.
well, if we're
Just let me finish.
if we're
Let
ranking
me finish.
families,
Let me finish. Okay. Um,
infographic with how many kids they got each.
he's very, his dad grew up in the NBA, so obviously
Yeah.
there's, there's
Oh,
that upbringing as well. Got a brother. I'm an only child, so that'd be interesting to have a brother, so to
I
speak.
love it.
But then we go over to LeBron's side.
Yep.
LeBron, just an athletic freak, can really do anything. And like, you're asking me, would I rather bomb threes from half court at a decent clip, or would I like to like dunk over people and block them and have those moments? But also, he's a self-made billionaire. All of his best friends have jobs for him. They'd be pretty nifty to help out the people around me by giving them jobs. Has some kids who are in the league now, and I get to play with my kids as well, and also get to play for like 20 years. Like my playing career ended a lot quicker than I would have liked. And he can also tweet at video game companies and get skins made for his
Envious,
kids.
envious. You brought it up
So
twice now. I can clear
now
the
that I've
envy.
really got the full context for our NBA brethren here, I think this is a no-brainer. I'm going to go with LeBron James because I would love to be able to physically walk places and people would be like, "Wow, what an absolute unit of a man." Because sometimes I walk around and people might look at me that way, but not in like an impressive awe way, more like, "Oh, he's a bit weird." So I would like to be a bit weird, but 6'8" and like really muscular, and I could just go to any gym and just dominate a game of basketball and dunk on people. And like, you can't hurt me either. You know what I mean? Like, if you like roll my ankle, I just get back up, I do one of these, and then I'm moving on. And then I go home to my $1 billion mansion. And I'm really just playing for the sake of it at this point. And yeah, everyone's going to be like, oh, but you lost 6 NBA finals. And I'm like, yeah, but I still won 4. And I kind of, he seems to have a laissez-faire attitude. He likes wine. I like wine. I think I am LeBron James.
Wow, I did preface this as this was a real serious topic, but I think you've taken it to a real another level here, man. I never thought they could definitely add to the infographic like pictures of their wives and the pictures of their kids, and I'm not sure. Steph's got like 3, I think, and LeBron has
Couldn't tell you.
3.
He's
Man,
got,
I
I
don't
know
know.
he has a
I need an
daughter.
infographic. I need an infographic right now to help me with this. Where's
Where's
the
the
stats
editor?
guy? Where's the stats guy? But oh look, I don't know, man. I'm actually a little bit surprised you went with LeBron because it comes back to a few things. I look. Let's just even take the most recent one in July, yeah, which was only a few months ago now, the Olympics.
Oh, he
Yeah.
won a
Okay.
gold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he won a gold. Steph won a gold too. Yeah, Steph in
Who?
his first Olympics, he's been busy all his life because he's been, doing all these things like changing the game of basketball and saving Under Armour as a brand. Okay, that he decided to play his first Olympics because he actually had a bit of spare time because Clay decided he can't play anymore, so now his team sucks and now he's gone. Okay, but that Steph got a Olympic gold medal, yeah, and he did the things he did in the last 2 games, and LeBron just watched. Yeah, he just watched,
How
and he
good?
and he's
I get
got
to watch
and he's
and
like,
be the
well,
most
I
popular.
get a gold to put along with my bronze that I've got before in the past. Okay, and I can look at all these great colors that I've got in my trophy cabinet, but the only one that matters is gold. Okay, and diamonds and rings. Yeah, and that is the argument that I would consistently make in this conversation. Who has had a better statistical career? LeBron. Who is the statistically the GOAT of the NBA? LeBron. Okay, let's be clear. I'm put it right now. Okay, yeah, statistically over MJ, it is LeBron. Okay, but that has never been the basis of why we have GOAT debates. And in this conversation and this debate here, who would you have rather been and what impact you had on the game of basketball all over the world? All over the world. How many kids now go out there and bomb threes all over the world? Whether you're in America, China, Australia, wherever you are, you want to be Steph Curry because you can be Steph Curry. The last guy that was like this was Allen Iverson. Yeah, because you could be like Allen Iverson, perhaps. Yeah, like
Yep.
I'm 6 foot. I could just ball hard and drop points and then step over you and have my moment. Yeah, because no one's gonna be 6'8". Yeah, it's a rarity. It's a minority that you're 6'8", 260 pounds. Okay, and just physically blessed like LeBron has been. Good on him, man. My vote
Yeah.
is gonna be Steph Curry here.
All
You want
good.
you want to be the guy that just towers above everyone else, man. And just got a nice ride there. I'll take the Steph Curry path, man. You know,
That's fine.
hey,
I'll
I'll
I,
give you.
I've upgraded from bad knees to no bad knees,
I'm gonna give
and
you,
I've upgraded from about 6 foot to 6'8", whereas the other alternative was I upgrade from bad knees to bad ankles and only about 3 inches. I feel like
I don't think his
everything's just
ankles are
better that
that
way.
bad. His ankles are bad in his
Ah, it's
first few
terrible.
years, and then they figured that stuff out, man. We all rolled our ankles at some point. Let me give you one more dot point here. Yeah, I'm gonna ask you if this would change this whole conversation piece a little bit. If Steph Curry, and you alluded to this, because this is actually a great achievement that I've always said was never capped off, which was disappointing in itself somewhat. 73 and no ring. 73 and 9 and no ring. Yeah, because 73 and 9 with a ring would then put the Golden State Warriors as the greatest team, again statistically better than the 72 and 10 Bulls. Yeah,
Yep.
because the 72 and 10 Bulls went and got the ring and finished the job there in that season. Okay, and the Warriors did not. But if the Warriors had won 73 and 9 plus the ring, and LeBron has never, ever, 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 ever beat Steph Curry on the main stage, would it tear up towards Steph Curry is still a more impactful and therefore greater player in this era of basketball, not statistically, because LeBron's still got crazy, he's got lots of points, he's got 20 seasons now, and he does, nearly triple-double, especially in his prime, okay? How would that change the conversation? What do you think? Five to Steph, 3 to LeBron, and Steph has the best
I think
season in NBA history.
I think, yeah, look, you would look at Steph's career then, and he would venture into that Jordan path where he's had a really short, sharp sample. And then LeBron's competing against Kareem for that longevity path, but obviously it's worse off because there's not as many titles. I think just to benefit LeBron a little bit more, he's been relevant for 3 different decade eras, right? He was important in the early 2000s, he's important in the teens, and he's actually still important now because we just talked about how he's still ranked 7th, and people still talk about the Lakers and that. Look, I've really made my case clear.
You don't want to change. You don't want to change your vote. You still want to be
No, look,
6'8", right?
no, because
With your
look,
3 rings and your three
that's
and seven
fine.
three and
That's
seven
fine.
record.
I'll have that, and I'll just be a giant, and I'll play till I'm 45, and I'll get both my sons in the league. I just, you know what, like maybe this is a deeper conversation, and I'm not happy with where I am currently in life, but
I wish
I
I was
think
taller.
could I
wish I was a
like, would you rather be
baller.
LeBron James, or would you rather have a podcast that less than 100 people watch? Oh, I don't know. Let me think about it a little bit. My God.